Hey guys and girls, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a great weekend. So I'm back today with another Mass Effect Andromeda video. So I don't know whether you guys have heard or seen, but there was some alpha gameplay footage that was actually leaked a few days ago, about a week ago, and there's been a few videos on it. So I haven't watched it yet, so I decided I wanted to do a full reaction video for you guys, generally just to react to it, give my first impressions, and obviously break it down and see what we can learn from it. So it's a very, very short gameplay video, only about 50 seconds. So let's get cracking anyway and get watching. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to watch this. So let's watch it. Okay. Huh, okay. Ooh, that looks really cool. Is it Krogan? What the? Okay, so that is very, very short. Not much in that gameplay there, but it did reveal some interesting things. So let's actually go back through the footage, and I'm just going to break it apart and point a few things out and obviously speculate on the game. I think we're going to find out a lot more this year. I think E3 is going to be the big main venue for BioWare, where they're going to actually release more information on Andromeda, and hopefully they'll show us some gameplay footage. Now, this leaked footage that we got here, this is actually from one of the developers working on the game, but the footage was actually taken back in 2014. So it is quite old footage, but it does reveal a few things about the story and also about the gameplay. So let's break it down here. Let's carry on going through it. So obviously we can see here the world's quite dark. So this looks like one of the ships, maybe, that from from your Tempest effectively coming down, but it looks really cool, the water effects and the rain. Now if we look here, just going to go back on that, this looks like Krogan to me. So if you have a look here at this guy on the left, that armor and the head, he looks like a Krogan. So is this our main character? Now this guy looks like Rex. He looks like not Rex. Now he's in our team, and is this guy Ryder, who's supposed to be the main protagonist? The armor looks really cool, and we've got, I think, right, so if we go back there, let's just see that again. So if you see here, look here, so the armor looks very different, more sleek than we're used to. The guns still look like what we would expect from Mass Effect, which is cool. He's also got this tattoo here on his cheek, and it's a grenade. Oh my god, there's like so much to pull from here. So if we can see on here, he's got some kind of tattoo here on his cheek, and I'm really curious what that is all about. Like, is that something to do with a street gang, or I don't know, some kind of like badge of honor, or when you get into the N7, who knows? But it's kind of cool. But obviously, as we can see here, he very much is having a very bad reaction to whatever it is that this Krogan is holding here. So some kind of grenade. Now I'm wondering if this Krogan is a member of your team, possibly, if he's actually with you in your party, maybe, or does he turn against you? Have you made a certain decision in the game wherein the Krogan member of your team is obviously very unhappy with that? I mean, I remember at key points in Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3, you could actually make certain choices that would cause not Rex to turn against you, and then you'd have to kill him effectively. So I'm wondering if that's what's happened here, or they weren't expecting you to have this kind of reaction. It's very weird. But I am like, where is his helmet? Like, dude, like, that's the whole point of having a helmet, so that, you know, you're not vulnerable to gas attacks or poison attacks as much. So I'm like, where is his helmet, man? Now, if we see on here, this looks like we've got two Krogan, from what I can see. A humanoid, definitely a humanoid. Now, we've got somebody at the bottom left-hand corner. Now, I don't recognize that species. Like, it looks like they've got like a blonde ponytail or something. Like, is it? I don't know. It's got like elements of Batarian, or not Batarian, maybe Vulture, but I can't see the Vulture being on your team. I don't know. Is it a new species? Is it a new alien race that's joined your crew and we're not familiar with them? It's very strange. But yeah. Right, so this is what I'm really interested in here. So we can see the jetpack here. So we actually get to see some actual jetpack gameplay. Now, if we just have a look at that. Right, so the actual jetpack itself. Let's just go back and see it again. Right, so we got... Right, okay. So the actual jetpack itself, it seems like it's very similar to how it works in Battlefront in terms of the verticalness of it. Now, I was hoping with the jetpack that it would be similar to Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, where you could use it as an evasion tactic, like you did as the Turian, where you could use it to dash to the left or dash to the right. I think that would have been a really cool way to use it, but it looks like it's being used in this way to actually traverse the area. Possibly they might use it as a problem solving or a navigation kind of perspective. Now, we have been told that not only the main character but your companions will also have access to a jetpack. It's something that you will get as you upgrade as well. Perhaps as you upgrade your armor, your tech, that might be something that you develop. Now, it looks there like it. I can't see any indication of a cooldown with the jetpack at all. So it looks like you can use it relatively freely. It's going to make combat very, very different, I think, in Mass Effect Andromeda, because generally in all the Mass Effect games, the combat's been very much a cover-based combat where you hunker down behind cover, move from cover to cover. So the jetpack is going to change things up quite significantly. Does that mean that the gameplay and the combat is going to be much more vertical in the fact that you're going to be able to get above enemies and shoot down? It doesn't look like you can hover in the air, so it just looks like a very short burst, but I don't know. It looks interesting, and I am very much looking forward to seeing more. Now, if we can see on here, this looks to be our basic HUD on here as well. So you can see, obviously, on the left, we've got our weapon. Now, it looks like an Avenger from the looks of the shape of it. Obviously, you've got your bullet count and your ammo count. Now, on here as well in the middle, I think this is your two companions. Now, obviously, the symbols for them are very basic. So I would assume we're going to have more character-based symbols here once the game is developed a lot more. But also it looks very similar. You know, you've got your, I think probably your red, which is your health bar, your shield as well, which is the top bar. Then obviously it looks like you can map buttons to shortcut powers to your allies, which are their primary go-to powers. We see on here on the right hand side, it looks like those are our 3 powers, which are mapped to buttons, very similar to the multiplayer in Mass Effect 3. So looking at it, it looks like you've got some kind of grenade, maybe. Looks as well like we've got some kind of tech ability, maybe overload. You know, our biotic power is going to be back. Now we obviously haven't seen the weapon wheel and the power wheel, which was a staple in the first 3 games, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. Are we going to be able to pause the game in the middle of it to select powers? But we can see it's got very, very similar elements to what we're used to in the Mass Effect games, definitely. And obviously we can see on here, it looks like this is our compass on here. that we're exploring. So it looks interesting. And then obviously here it's this gameplay trailer. It's mainly a technical test gameplay to show all the different elements of things that they're working on. So yeah, so that basically is the gameplay footage for Mass Effect Andromeda. It looks really interesting. Definitely. I like the fact that we'll be able to see a little bit more about the jetpack mechanic. I still don't know how I feel about jetpacks, whether I think that is a good thing or a bad thing for the franchise. I'm not sure. I enjoyed that element definitely in Battlefront, and it works very well for that. But I don't know how significantly it's going to change the combat in Mass Effect Andromeda. But I like the idea of using it to gain access to different levels and different things. So I think it's going to be interesting. But yeah, so there isn't really too much revealed in the gameplay leak, just showing us some different elements. Anyway, so I wanted to give you guys generally my reactions to it. It's made me more excited for Mass Effect. I'm super excited about this game. Pretty much anything, I will lap up absolutely anything about Mass Effect Andromeda. I just want to see more. I can't wait to find out more. I'm really looking forward to E3 this year. I've actually booked off some time off work so I can bring you guys some information videos on it and reaction videos, and I'm really hoping for something Mass Effect Andromeda related this year, especially as Andromeda is due for release in the spring of 2017. I actually think it's going to come out in March 2017 because that's when Mass Effect 3 came out. And it would be really awesome if it did do. But anyway, that's just a little bit on what we found out from that gameplay leak and some of my sort of speculation on it. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this gameplay footage. What do you think of the leaked footage? What are you looking forward to in Mass Effect Andromeda? What do you think about the jetpack? What do you think about the powers, the gameplay? Let us know in the comment section below. All right, guys and girls, well, take care. And as always, guys, happy gaming. Yeah.